Well, good evening, all you Trojan fans. Tonight, the Trojans play host to the Wildcats of Greenwood here at UDA in a big ball game here in the second half. The Wildcats, in their last 4 ball games, have 1 loss, 3 straight victories. Their last loss coming to Halifax, and UDA likewise in the last 4 are 3-1, and their last loss came just last Friday, to Halifax over at Halifax. So both teams at even up here in the second half, and it looks as though this should be a good ball game. If you recall, in the first half ball game between these two squads, the Trojans came away with a 1-point victory, 52-51 up at Greenwood. So we're looking for a big one here now tonight, as the Trojans have been playing very good basketball lately. Of course, there's hardly anyone who has played really good basketball against Halifax, but UDA in league now has been pretty darn hot the last couple of ball games, and so they should have a good game tonight here against these Wildcats. And we'll be back with the opening tip-off here in just one moment. George Hunter will get a starting assignment tonight for the Trojans, along with Lentz, Robertson, Josh Smith, and finally number 34 in there is Jim Buffington. Jim has played very well lately for UDA, and we'll look for a big ball game tonight out of these Trojans as we get ready for the national anthem, and then we'll get her underway. Set to go now as the Wildcats take the court first here, and we'll have the names for these young fellas, and we'll pick them up as we go along. Jumping center out there is Kerstetter, number 54. Also out there is Davis, number 25. Number 21 is Yinks. He's the boy that had the 17 points up at Greenwood. He was high scorer up there. And pick up the rest of these guys as we get her going here. It's a ball tipped back here, controlled by UDA for Lentz. Ryan over in the wing over there for Robertson. Inside he goes with a nice pass, but comes back out here for a 15-foot try by Buffington is good. So Jim Buffington starts this ball game, as he has so many for UD lately, with a nice long-range bucket. And it's 2-0 UD. This is Jinx down in front with it for Greenwood. They go inside, nice give and go, and a 15-foot jumper put up, no good, and the rebound comes down in there to Lentz. He'll pass it ahead here. It's tipped over there on the wing for George Hunter. Out here for a long shot by Buffington that wouldn't go, and Yanks comes down with it for Greenwood. Yanks for 3. Gets good, and it's 3-2 as Yanks hits one. That makes it a 3-2 ball game now. Greenwood on top. Mike Robertson coming back up court. Greenwood in a man-to-man. They'll let Robertson take it all the way down on a wing. Takes it inside, puts a shot up and in. Good. Mike Robertson gliding in there very nicely for UD. He gives the Trojans the lead back again, 4-2. Game up there really was nip and tuck all night long, as I recall. The Trojans finally prevailing by 1. And Greenwood would like to avenge that down here if they could, but Trojans aren't going to allow that if they can help it. So into the corner it goes there for that Jordan Davis. He puts a shot up, no good, and rebound tipped around inside there, controlled by Buffington, and back come the Trojans. Near wing over here for Lentz. He'll drop it here for Robertson. Robertson with a nice pass inside. George Hunter picks it up over there for Buffington. This is Mike Robertson with it. And Robertson picking it up over here now for Smith. Smith takes it inside, puts a little 4-footer up, but that wouldn't go, and rebounded by Kerstetter. And back comes Jinx with it. Pass up on the wing over here for 42. We'll get his name next time we get on court. Davis with it. Looping it over there for Kerstetter, and then Davis will play it on in front. Now back on the wing. 42 on the baseline for 2. Blocked out of there nicely by Smith and controlled by UD. Quick pass down there for Lentz, but it goes out of bounds with 5:29 left here in the first period. 4-3 UD by 1. 42 in there is Pittman. 25 Davis. Davis calls out play number 1, and he'll take it over in the wing for Yangst. And And Yanks still has it. Now he goes on the baseline with a drive, puts a shot up, and he's fouled by a couple of white shirts down there. They can have their choice this time. It'll either be on Smith or on George Hunter. We'll see. The foul was on Hunter, his first. Pittman getting ready to inbound the ball. Does so back here for Yingst. Drop it for Davis. Swinging it over here for Yingst. He and Davis play with it. Over the wing they'll go. Now inside for Kerstetter. Kerstetter spins it over in the left baseline. Here's Pittman. Pushing it near wing over here. Pittman has it back again. Over in the other wing they'll go. Now UD with some good defense out there as number 53 will hang one up and in good. And it's 5-4 Greenwood by 1. 4:38 left here in the opening period. Here comes Lentz with it up court for UD. 53 is McGill. Buffington spinning it over to wing. Shot from out there for 3, just off the front. No good. Rebound tipped around and controlled here by Yingst. Yingst coming back with it. Dropping it over there, intended for Pittman, but out of bounds it goes. It'll be UD ball. Mike Robertson starting it up for the Trojans. Mike will take it across the timeline. Into the corner. It goes on the baseline. Here's Buffington rolling around underneath with it. And he'll shoot it back out here. Lentz for 3. Looks good from here. No, just off the mark. And on the rebound, let's see. Smith has it. Smith puts a shot up. Blocked away by Kerstetter. Picked up over here by Yingst. Yingst going back with it for Greenwood, but a foul called on Mike Robertson. Was it before the shot? I'm not sure. 3:54 left here in the opening period. 5-4 Greenwood. Nope, it was before the shot. So Pittman will inbound the ball for Greenwood. Right there goes to Kerstetter for 2. Well, Kerstetter 6'7", and he just took that inbound pass above everybody and looped it up and in. Here's Buffington to get those two back. A little long that time, and a rebound comes over this way. Fought for by a couple of Trojans and saved out in front. Here's George Hunter on the baseline, pushing it back out here for Buffington for 3. Just off the mark. No good, and back with it comes Jinks for Greenwood. Over into the corner. Now right inside it is. Here's a shot put up and in. Good by that Kerstetter. He's a big, thin fella, but that height advantage surely showing up there a couple of times. As Greenwood opens up a 9-4 lead now. Here's George Hunter with it. George into the wing here for a nice pass inside, but tipped away by Greenwood, and back with it comes Pittman. Pittman heads up court, but a foul call. A hold's going to be called, and that'll be on Robertson, I believe, and if it is, it'll be his second, and Coach Hain shouts timeout, so timeout will be called by UDA. 3:02 left here in the first period. The Trojans trail by 5, 9-4 Greenwood. Trojan timeout is over, and Pittman gets ready to inbound the ball now for McDill. McDill back over here, and he'll throw it away, but it goes off the hands of Robertson. And I misnamed Robertson as the fouler on the last play. It was the second foul picked up by by George Hunter. George Hunter has 2. Mike Robertson with 1 here so far in the ball game. And Drew Hunter in there now to replace brother George Hunter for UDA. Ship also into the ball game. This is Todd Ship over in the wing with it. Out here for Pittman. Inside he goes here now to Kerstetter for 2. No good. Rebounded inside there to UD. And back come the Trojans with a chance to narrow the gap here a little bit. Over in the wing they come to Robertson. Robertson takes it right inside, pushes a nice left-handed shot up. No good. Rebounded in there to Kerstetter. Back with it comes Pittman. Pittman almost stopping. Dropping it here for Kerstetter. Out in front now for Davis. Into the corner. This is Medill over in the corner for Ship. Pittman pushing it right here for Medill. Inside he goes with it for Kerstetter for 2. It's no good. On the rebound, controlled in there by Buffington, who went up strongly to get that rebound. Pass down here now for Ryan Lentz on the baseline, but his shot wouldn't go down. And the ball comes up quickly again here now for Pittman as the boys are running and gunning here from Greenwood. This is Davis. Over into the corner for Pittman, back out for Davis. Davis inside to Kerstetter. Kerstetter wants to turn around with it, couldn't do it. Spin around shot by Medill, however, is good. It's 11-4. McGill it is, rather than Medill, I beg your pardon. And Mike Robertson coming up with it. Into the corner there for Buffington. Here's Smith. Robertson now. Robertson taking on the baseline for Smith. Smith stopping, pushing it back out here now for Lentz. Lentz for two, wouldn't go. Rebound right to Lentz, though. He'll spin it back outside. Now they'll spin it over here for Buffington on the baseline. His shot blocked out of there as Jordan Davis got a hand on that one and knocked it out of there for Greenwood. 1:10 left here in the first period. It'll be Shadle coming into the ball game for UDA. Brett Shadle in there for the first time. Shot from the wing over here by Robertson wouldn't go, and a return shot put up by Buffington wouldn't go, and back with it comes Greenwood. Greenwood wanted a foul on that one down there. Coaching staff really disturbed about the none call on the other end. McGill bounces it to Ship, back over here for Davis. Jordan Davis over there for that Todd Ship. And then they'll wing it here for Pittman. Pittman near wing over here, McGill. Into the corner, try to go inside. McGill has it on the baseline, but a foul's going to be called on Josh Smith. None shooting before the shot. Josh will pick up the personal foul with just 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Smith and Buffington check out of the ball game now as Nick Huffman into the game for UDA, along with Jason Brandel in there for the Trojans. Ship will inbound it back here for Davis. Over the wing it goes for Todd Ship. Ship's got it again. Wanted to look for three maybe, but didn't do it. There's another young fellow in there for the first time. I don't have his name yet, but it's number 14 right here. Last shot, 22 seconds. Now here comes Davis bouncing it back over here for 14. He wanted to put it in, but they're playing for the last shot as they play the clock down out of 13 seconds, 11 seconds, and so forth. Going to see if they can't do something inside. Clock down to 5 seconds. 3 seconds, 2. Here's a shot by McGill, no good, and that'll do it for the first period as it comes to an end. But it was a good period for Greenwood as they have outscored the Trojans by 7, and it's 11-4. Todd Ship getting ready to inbound the basketball for Greenwood as we begin the second period here. Greenwood with the advantage of inbounding to begin period 2. They have a 7-point lead on our Trojans. Over the wing it goes now for Ship, Davis, and Tillman. This is Tillman looking to go in. Nope. Push it over here for McGill. He goes into the corner with it for Ship, who pushes it inside here now, and Ship's got her back again. Tillman out in front. Davis swinging it over there for McGill. Over the wing for Ship. Todd picks it up out here for Tillman. And Nate Tillman spinning it over there for Davis. Jordan Davis's pass comes over here. Is picked up by McGill. Back outside Tillman, and then Davis had it back. Over the other wing they go for Ship. Ship with it for Davis outside. Ooh, near steal in there by Buffington, but Ship still has it. Takes it on the baseline. Wants to go underneath with it, but a walk will be called that time as Todd got himself tangled up underneath the bucket. And it was called for the walk. Ran off 55 seconds with that one. Nothing happening offensively. As they'll inbound it here, but Tillman picks it off right over here for Ship. Ship for 2, it's good. So they picked it right off, gave it over here to Todd Ship, and Ship puts a left-handed shot up and in good. Here comes Smith with it for UD. Smith dropping it here for Buffington, who will push it back over there for Robertson. Over the baseline he goes with it. Now back out here for Lentz and hold everything. We got a push foul called before the shot. The foul was on Tillman. He picks up his first as Pittman comes back into the ball game, as does Yingst. And Lentz inbounds it over here. It's Robertson right underneath. It went for George Hunter, but off George's hands. A really strong pass inside there from Mike Robertson, and George couldn't quite hang on to that one. 6:43 left here in the half. 13-4, the Greenwood Wildcats by 9. And this is Davis coming back over there for that McGill. McGill picking it up right here for Kerstetter. Kerstetter here for that Pittman, and Pittman will take it back out here. This is Judd Pittman. Yanks with it. Out in front. Shot by Jordan Davis is good for 2 from 15 feet out. 15-4. Trojans not looking well here in the first half of this ball game at all as Hunter takes it on the baseline, pushes it over here for Buffington for 3. Just off the mark, and a rebounded in there to Kerstetter. Quick outlet up here for that Yanks. Yanks on the baseline, stopping, faking, and his shot blocked away or whatever. And anyway, UD has it. I'm not sure how it got loose, but it came loose, and Ryan Lentz picked it up. For Shadle, inside they go. Now back for Shadle. Shadle would like to get 3. Nope. At that time, rebound pushed back out here and picked up by, well, let's see who's got it. It's going to go out of bounds off Buffington, they rule. Jim in there doing everything he can to try to get a hold of that one, but it went out off Jim, and it'll be McGill inbounding. Picking it up here is Davis for McGill. Yanks on the left wing. Right underneath with a nice pass on a decent play inside to McGill. And timeout called by Coach Hain now, as we got 5:23 left here in the opening half, and the Trojans trailing by 13. UD 22nd timeout is over now as Coach Hain having a real hard time trying to figure out this ball club. Here's a nice run and gun for Buffington, and it wouldn't go. So it's been one of those kind of opening halves here, but Trojans have shown some spark at times, but they just can't get them to finish off tonight. Here's McGill from out front. No good. Rebounded underneath there to Smith, and he'll drop it here for UD as up court they come with it. This is Brett Shadle. Shadle over in the wing. Now inside for Smith. Smith turn around, shot a little bit short. Rebounded underneath there to Yanks, and Yanks coming back for Greenwood. Yanks will take it on the baseline, stopping and popping one up and in. Good for 2. It's 19-4 with 4:42 left here in the opening half. Shadle bounce pass ahead here for Smith. Smith pushing it over here for George Hunter. George wanted to take it inside, fires one up, wouldn't go. Smith with a rebound. He's under a lot of pressure underneath, and that shot wouldn't go, and a rebound comes back out here. So UD with a couple of shots underneath. No fouls on those two, huh? And anyway, inside it goes here for Kerstetter. He'll shoot one up for 2, no good. Rebound comes back here for Shadle. Shadle working it down the wing over there. Had a ball stolen away by Jordan Davis, and Davis will pick it up here for Yanks. And then back comes Davis with it with 4 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the first half. For Pittman, Judd Pittman from outside for 3. That's way off the mark, and the rebound comes over here for UD. Buffington saving that one inside for the Trojans, and back here comes Shadle. Brett pushes it in here for Smith. Smith on the baseline for 2, wouldn't go, but a foul called, and Josh will go to the line shooting 2. Foul was on Kerstetter, his first, team's second. And Smith at the line shooting his first of 2, and his first one is good. Todd Shipp will check back into the ball game for Greenwood. He replaces Kerstetter as Smith goes to put his second shot up. And in. 2 nice foul shots by that Josh Smith. And we've got a 19-6 ball game. Greenwood enjoying a first half here at UDA. Was that Jordan Davis pushing it over there for Shipp. Todd will push it on the near wing over here now as they go here for Davis inside. Shot by Yanks, no good. Rebound in there to Nick Huffman, and Nick taking it down the wing here. Push it back outside here now, and ball's going to go out of bounds off. Oh, wait a minute now. Something happened here with this one. Wow. Trojans complaining on a bad call there. Crowd complaining on a bad call as Pittman will inbound the ball for Greenwood, but it sure looked like somebody got a leg on that from Greenwood. But they rule it that wasn't the case. Shipp for 2, no good. Rebound comes down here to Drew Hunter, and Drew will pick it up and push it here for brother George. He'll shoot it back here for Robertson. Robertson near wing over here for Nick Huffman. Right underneath. Shot for 2 by Hunter, wouldn't go. So UD just cold from the floor here in the first half as Davis spins it outside here. Shot by Yinks for 3. That's no good. And on the rebound, let's see, we've got a foul called. 22 would be Todd Shipp picking up the foul for Greenwood. Todd's first with 2:53 left here in the first half. 19-6 is the score. And Huffman will inbound the ball over here for Robertson. And here comes Huffman up court with it. Nick pushing it right here for Drew Hunter. Drew on the baseline, and he's fouled. A foul will be on Davis, I believe. And that's going to send Drew Hunter to the foul line for UDA, shooting 2. Jordan Davis picks up his first, team's 4th. And Drew's first shot will not go in. Second shot by Hunter, very good. So he made 1 out of 2, makes it a 19-7 ball game. Kind of a strange game with 2:47 left here. The Trojans have scored 7 points in the first half. Could have been a whole lot better than that had some of the shots they missed, of course, going in, but it's unusual. The Trojans have not played that way, especially here at home. But they're sure doing it tonight. Here's Shipp with it. Shipp pushing it over to the side out here for Yinks. Yinks for 2, no good. Rebounded in there nicely by Buffington. Quick pass up here for Lentz. Lentz for 2, no good. Tip, try, no good. Ball batted around inside there. And then a foul called underneath. The foul's going to be on Mike Robertson, I believe. Looks like Mike might pick that one up. No, maybe not. No, maybe not. Mike was reacting as though it was on him, but it was actually on number 54, Nick Huffman. And Nick picks up his first, team's 5th. Pittman dropping it back here now for that Davis. We'll give it back to Pittman. And he picks up the dribble for Davis. Davis inside here. Shipp over no left side. Shot from over there for 3 is good by Yinks. 22-7. Sounds like a football score. Here's a pass ahead here now for Robertson. 1:55 left here in the first half. Mikey Robertson near side here for Buffington. Shot from outside for 3, off the mark, and the rebound comes down here to Pittman. Pittman with a quick pass ahead here for Shipp on the baseline. His shot over everything, but Yinks follows it up with a bucket for 2. 24-7. Minute and a half left in the first half. Here comes Lentz with it. Could be one of these kind of games where it'll be all UDA in the second half, but I don't know. Mike Robertson for 2. It is no good. Return shot put up and in nicely there by Nick Huffman. And back comes Greenwood. Shipp plays it ahead. This is Pittman. Dropping it here for Davis. 1:05 left here in the first half. Yinks on the wing. Davis and then out here for Pittman. Pittman picking it up for Davis. And Pittman. Near side here, Shipp's got it. Pittman, Davis. Davis would like 3 more. No good. Rebound, let's see. Tipped around inside there, controlled by Mike Robertson. And Mike will drop it back here now as UD comes back with 35 seconds left here in the first half. Trojans could use a couple here. Here's Robertson for 2, no good. Rebound, let's see. Tipped around inside there, but picked up by Yinks. Yinks coming back with it with 25 seconds remaining here in the half. Yinks pushing it over here for Pittman. Pittman for 2, no good. And the rebound's going to come back here, though, and be controlled by Yinks. 16 seconds left as they'll give it back here for Davis. And then Shipp over there for Yinks on the left wing. Pushing it here for Pittman. Pittman takes it inside, pushes it over the wing. Shot from the side for 3. It's good. That's that Yinks again. And that'll end the first half. But the Wildcats, with a big first half here at UDA, have held the Trojans to single digits. It's 27-9 at halftime. Wow. Well, the teams are back on the floor now following the halftime break, just about ready to get back at it here. And you can bet that Coach Hain is not a happy camper right at the moment, and I think he has let the boys know that. And so we're going to see a different second half here now as we get set to go here versus Greenwood. It's 27-9, pretty stiff row to hoe here, but these Trojan guys can do it, and let's see if we can get back into it now and get the ball to drop in. First of all, the Trojans are going to have the advantage of inbounding the basketball here to begin the second half as Buffington gets ready to do just that. And he'll be inbounding it here for Lentz, presumably, but nope, gives it instead to Smith. Right back here for Jim Buffington. Smith inside, pumps once, puts a shot up, blocked away a little bit, tipped in there and recovered by Greenwood. Back for it comes Davis. Over there for that McGill. Over the wing he goes for that Pittman. And Judd Pittman spinning it over here now for Yangst. Inside, here's a shot. Put up and in, good by Davis. Jordan Davis hits the first 2 points of the second half and is now a 29-9, a 20-point lead here for Greenwood. But all kinds of time. Whole half a game here to play. Here's Buffington for two. Nope, a little bit long. Rebound comes down here. Smith fakes once, puts a shot up. Wouldn't go, and that's the story of tonight's ball game right there so far anyway. My gosh. Here comes Yanks for two. It's good. Yeah, UD could run and gun with these guys, but the ball's just not going in. There was two shots there the Trojans had, and neither one of them would go. So back with it comes Robertson. Sometimes you have a game like that, and so far this has turned out to be one of those games. Here's Smith. Pushes one up and in, good. Josh put that one in nicely. The ball quickly outletted here for Pittman for two, as the Trojans were a little slow getting back that time, and that Pittman was able to come up here and put that one home quickly. So he got those two Trojan points back very quickly. Here's Robertson looking inside, pushing it right underneath there. Out of bounds it goes off Buffington and out of bounds with 6.5 minutes remaining here in the third period. 33-11. Wow. Pittman Davis inbounding here for Greenwood. And timeout called by the Trojans. 6.5 left here in the third. 33-11 Greenwood. Okay, it was just a 20-second timeout, and so Greenwood right back at it again here now as they'll pass one over here for Yingst. He tries to spin it out here and does so for that McGill for two. So Yingst saved it, and McGill put it home. Robertson coming up court for UDA. And over in the wing they go with it now for Buffington. Jim will pick it up and spin it here for Mike Robertson. Mike wants a long three. Mike's got a long three. Well, 10 more of those will get us right back in the game. Inbound pass stolen away by Buffington, and then he'll fire it out of bounds off McGill. So Jim Buffington getting ready to, or no, he won't. I thought he was going to inbound it, but instead it'll be Ryan Lentz inbounding it here for UD. George Hunter in to replace Drew Hunter for UDA. Pass back here, stolen away by Yingst. Yingst comes down the court with it, puts a shot up and in. Good. He's fouled. Mike Robertson will pick up the personal foul. It'll be Mike's second. And Yingst will go to the line, shooting one to get three. David Yingst at the line, shooting one. He can give his Greenwood Wildcats their 38th point if he put it in, which he did. 38-14. Still sounds like a football score. Todd Shipp replacing Yingst, I think, in the ball game, or I'm not sure who he replaced, but Todd's in there. I know that. That's him, number 22, right out here. Here's Robertson pushing it back here for Buffington. Buffington steps up for a long two, just off the mark a little bit, and on the rebound, it comes back out here for a pass underneath, and then that's going to be stolen away and lost out of bounds off the Wildcats, they say, and Smith will inbound the ball for UD. 38-14. Now's the time for UD to come back and start getting some ground here. Got to do it. This is Lentz with it. Pittman guarding him, and Ryan out front with it. Pushing it over here now, but it gets stolen away and picked up in there by Davis. Back here for Pittman. Pittman over there for Davis. Davis underneath, puts a shot up and in. Good. Davis again for two for Greenwood. 40-14. Here comes that Robertson for UD. Mike will take it right on the baseline. Puts the shot up. No good. Rebounded in there to McGill, and McGill will loop it ahead over there for a pass to the near wing here for Ship. His shot no good, and the rebound comes down there to Buffington for UD. Buffington into the corner, right back for Jim Buffington for two. It's good. A nice run and gun that time as Buffington and Robertson worked that one nicely. There's a pass over there for McGill. McGill will pick it up and hand it back here now for that Jordan Davis. In the corner there for Pittman. Out in front, McGill. Near wing over here for Ship. Todd looping it inside there on the baseline. It goes for McGill. He'll take it back out. Spin it here for Pittman. Pittman taking it in, looking for two. Wouldn't go. Rebounded in there to Smith. Quickly outlet it here for Buffington. Near wing over here, Ryan Lentz has it. Picks it up for Buffington, and Jim will, let's see, play it on the baseline there for George Hunter. George double teamed, and he's going to fire the ball out of bounds off the leg of McGill. So it'll remain UD ball. Got another McGill in the ball game now. There's a shot from the side by Robertson. Wouldn't go. Rebound out here for Huffman. And Huffman says he gets tied. The referee says Matt got tied up trying to put that shot up. So they just called it a jump, and it's going to be Greenwood ball. There's another McGill. McGill picking it up. Firing it ahead here now for a pass over here for the other McGill. McGill will take it out. We have a 53 and a 35. Two McGills. Find out who this young fella is here in a moment. This is McGill with it. Passing it out front here for Ship. Ship goes right underneath with it. Shot put up no good. Rebound attempt put up no good. And the rebound comes back here to UD. And back comes Robertson. Ahead here now for Huffman over to the wing. This is Shadle pushing it out here for Drew Hunter. Drew. Right underneath he goes for George Hunter. George puts a shot up and in. Good. The bucket counts. And a foul will be on 53 McGill. And we'll find out who the other guy is now. 3:18 remaining here. It's a 22-point lead for Greenwood. The other McGill is Matt McGill, number 35, as shot put up and in nicely there by George Hunter. Makes it a 40-19 ball game. Lentz checking into the ball game. He'll replace Mike Robertson for UDA with 3:18 remaining here in the third. Ship picking it up here for Kerstetter. He'll drop it back there for Davis. Jordan Davis on the near side here for Ship. Ship would like two from the long side of things. No good, and the rebound tapped out of there. It'll be UD ball. 40-19, 21-point margin as UD gets ready to inbound the ball. Josh Smith back into the ball game for UDA. He replaces not sure whom. Whoop, here's the ball off Shadle, they said, as it got bounced off Brett's leg that time. Brett didn't have a chance to try to get that one, as pass maybe was tipped or whatever, but anyway, they're going to call it back court, and so Ship will inbound the ball for Greenwood. Pushes it right underneath there for that Kerstetter. He fired it up off the glass, no good. Rebound comes back outside here, picked up by Lentz, and back with it comes Nick Huffman. Nick fires a shot up over everything, but a foul called. And a foul will send Nick Huffman to the line, shooting two. Foul was on Todd Ship, and Nick Huffman will go to the line for UDA, shooting a pair. Nick made his first one, cut the lead in half now, 20-40, 40-20. And that makes it a 19-point margin now. It's 40-21. 2:45 left here in the third period. They'll loop this one ahead here to Yinks. Yinks takes it right inside, dishes it off on the baseline for Ship, and Ship's shot wouldn't go in. And the rebound, let's see, on a rebound, they're going to call it a tie-up. This time it'll be UD ball. And Todd had a heck of a chance at that one, but couldn't put that one away. He's a sophomore here at Greenwood. And just couldn't finish that play off. Chud Pittman back in the ball game for Greenwood, along with Davis back in there now. Here's Buffington, held up out there, so he tries to get it away, but Davis picks that one off, and back he comes with it. Jordan Davis for Greenwood. Over in the wing he goes for Pittman. Inside they go to Kerstetter. Kerstetter on the baseline, dribbles underneath, puts a shot up. But no, wait a minute, before the shot, I believe he was fouled, or somebody was fouled. Foul was on 52, that'll be Smith. And Smith picks up his second. And timeout's going to be called by UDA. So we've got 2:13 left here in the third period, and the Trojans trailing by 19. Timeout is over. Greenwood inbounding the basketball. Back here for Davis, and it goes off his hands and out of bounds. So it'll be UDA with the basketball now as Mike Robertson back in there for the Trojans. He will inbound it here for Lentz. Ryan will pick it up. Pittman guarding him. Lentz bringing it up over the timeline now, and they'll see what can develop underneath. Here is Buffington. Jim has a shot blocked out of there by Davis, and then he'll pick it up and start it up court with 1:50 remaining here in the third. Pittman on the right wing. Judd Pittman pushing it out in front here for a long shot by Yanks for three. Wouldn't go. Rebound tipped up there, but a foul called on McGill as David McGill picked up that personal foul. And for McGill, it is his second. Josh Smith inbounding it here for UD. Back with it comes Smith. He's got it. Taking it over onto the wing here for George Hunter. Here's Mike Robertson with it. Mike pushing it on the near wing over here for Lentz. And then back out here for Robertson. Here's Ryan Lentz, 15-foot try. No good. Rebound underneath there. Let's see. Smith has it. But then it was out of bounds off Josh Smith's hand. And it will be Greenwood ball. As Shadle, Nick Huffman, and Drew Hunter into the ball game for UD. Replacing Smith, George Hunter, and Lentz for the Trojans. 1:19 left and hold everything. Had a foul called on the inbounds play. And I'm not sure what happened, but it's going to be UD ball. Yep, UD, somehow or another, the guy ran the baseline. I guess he wasn't supposed to. So it'll be Shadle inbounding here for Upper Dauphin. Over on the wing it goes here for Robertson. Robertson spinning it inside, pushes it back there for Nick Huffman. Nick with a jumper for two, short. And on the rebound, it's going to be controlled here. Stolen away by UD for Drew Hunter. His shot wouldn't go. How many of those can we miss? And back with it comes Yanks for Greenwood. Over there for that Kerstetter. Fires one up, no good. Rebound comes back out here for Yanks. And Yanks will pull it back outside now with 55 seconds left here in the third period. So UD just having a lousy night. Getting the ball to go down. Yanks for three. That's no good. Rebound tipped around in there, controlled by Robertson. Robertson will bring it back up court here for the Trojans, right there for Hunter. And Hunter is tackled on about the 5-yard line. And it'll be a non-shooting foul, I'm sure. And UD will be inbounding the ball. Foul on Jordan Davis was his second as the Trojans inbound the ball. 35 seconds left here in the third period. Turnaround jumper by Huffman, no good. Right in there, however, is a putback by Drew Hunter, good for two. 40-23, the margin down to 17 now as Greenwood brings it up court. This is that Jordan Davis. Pushing it over in a wing over there for Pittman, and then Jordan Davis out in front. Near side it comes here to McGill. And McGill for Kerstetter. Pittman taking it inside, pushes an 8-footer up and in, good. And that's going to do it as the third period has come to an end. So at the end of 3/4 of the ball game, it is Greenwood 42, the Trojans 23. Okay, Greenwood gets a chance to inbound the ball to begin the fourth period, having that 19-point lead on our Trojans. So David Yanks will inbound the ball. I think, yes, he will. Back there for that Judd Pittman. Will drop it back there for Davis. Jordan Davis working it over the timeline. Spinning around with it and picks up the dribble. Goes inside here for McGill over in the wing back to Davis. Davis takes it inside, pushes it on the baseline here for Kerstetter. Knocked out of there nicely by Smith. But it'll stay down here. But Josh Smith that time getting a good hand in there on that Kerstetter. Pair of Joshes going after at that time as Josh Smith and Josh Kerstetter, and here they are again. Here's Kerstetter and Smith, and a foul going to be called on Josh Smith as they say he held up Josh Kerstetter. And for Smith, it will be his third. And the ball inbounded here now for McGill. comes Davis with it. Jordan Davis picking it up. Pushing it over here for Yingst. Yingst takes it and pushes it back over here. Kerstetter over the wing it goes. Davis has it. We're playing in the fourth period now, and Yingst taking it inside, looping it over there for Kerstetter for two. It's good. Not Kerstetter, just a big guy inside there, and he pops them in now and then. He just got that one in there. Here's Shadle for UD. Over the wing over here for Huffman. Inside here for Smith. Josh Smith for two, no good. Rebounded in there to Yingst. 6:55 left in the ball game. As they'll push it over here now for that McGill. McGill. Kerstetter. And here's Pittman. Pittman will back it back out now with Smeltz into the ball game for UD. Shot put up by Yingst wouldn't go, and a rebound tapped out of there. It's going to be UD ball. But Brent Smeltz into the Trojan lineup now, number 21. And let's see, is he staying in there? We got about 5 or 6 guys on the floor. We've got too many guys. Now it's going to be Smith checking out. As it'll be Drew Hunter inbounding here for either Shadle, and it will be Shadle. Okay. Brett Shadle for UD. Comes Brett, pushing it over the wing over here for Buffington. And Jim will push it back outside now for Robertson. Robertson taking it in, puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded in there to Kerstetter, and back quickly comes that Pittman for a pass inside to McGill for two. Pittman inside and hit McGill with it, and McGill did not miss it on the layup. 46-23, they've doubled up the Trojans once again here now as Buffington plays it into the corner here for Smeltz. Ooh, wait a minute. Brett Shadle that time, a little bit of a move that time as he tried to get stopped and couldn't. So it'll be Ship coming back into the ball game for Greenwood. He'll report back in. And he'll inbound the ball. Jordan Davis across the timeline with Shadle guarding him. Pushing it back out here now for that Yingst. Yingst goes over there on the wing. Inside they go with it. Ship tries to push it back outside, but it's stolen away here by Buffington, and his shot is good this time. It'll count. And Jim will go to the line shooting one to get three. Got 5:42 left here in the game, 46-25, and Jim can narrow the gap to an even 20 if he can put one in here. He'll be shooting one. And here's Jim's shot for three. It is short, off the front. Rebounded in here to McGill, and McGill will drop it back now for Greenwood. Over in the wing it goes. This is Ship into the corner. He'll push it to Yingst. Yingst back in there for McGill. McGill picks up the dribble. He'll push it over here now for Yingst. And Yingst taking it in. Trying to roll it inside, but the ball came loose. Now he has it. Pushes a shot up. See, their shots go in. Our shots don't. How in the world you get a shot like that? 3 Trojans standing there, and that shot went in anyway. As Smeltz pushes it on the near wing here for Buffington. Jim into the corner for Shadle. Now back here for Jim Buffington. Inside he goes. Here's Drew Hunter for two. It's good. Attaboy. Drew got that one to drop down there anyway, and back with it comes Yingst for Greenwood all the way. Now tipped out of there as Drew Hunter got a hand on that one. And I think timeout might be called by Coach Hain, and it is. White time, that's us. So Coach is going to try to figure out a little bit more strategy here to put into this one with 4:43 left in the game, and the Trojans still trailing now by 21 points. Okay, the Trojan 22nd timeout is over, and Greenwood inbounding it back here for that Dave McGill. This is Davis. Pittman here and hold everything as Yingst will have it tied up, and on the tie-up it'll be Ship inbounding the ball here for Greenwood. Looping it right underneath here. Shot put up. Good. Well, they put it right inside there to that Davis, and Davis was able to put it home. So a good pass on the inbound pass from that Todd Ship to Jordan Davis. Buffington spinning it out here for Robertson. And Robertson having some trouble with it as Pittman guarding him. Now he'll take it inside off the glass. No good. Rebounded in there to Ship. We'll push it over on the wing for Davis. 4 minutes remaining in this one. Here's Yingst. Inside here. Now they'll push it back out here for McGill. McGill swings it over there for Ship. Todd guarded by Robertson. Pushes it in here for Pittman. Pittman wants to go to the hoop for two, but he's held. Jim Buffington will pick up that foul, I do believe, and that's going to send Pittman to the line, shooting two. Judd Pittman missed his first, and he'll try that one more time. And his second shot, nope, it's good. 51-27 with 3:48 left in the ball game. Shadle pushing it over there for Robertson. So Mike back over here for Brett Shadle, and the Trojans need a bunch, so we're going to have to gun some up here from three-point range, I think, as time is winding down. Robertson forces his way in for two. No good. Rebounded in there to Davis. And Davis will bring it up court here for Greenwood. Over there for that McGill. McGill picks it up here for Ship. Ship underneath. Turnaround shot by Pittman. Short. Rebounded in there to Drew Hunter, who will drop it back here for Mike Robertson. And he'll spin it over the wing there for Shadle. Brett coming down the court with it. Now stopping, pushing it over there for Lentz, and Ryan will go for a walk now as he started out just a little bit too quickly, and with 3:04 remaining, the Wildcats will have the ball. Kerstetter back into the ball game for Greenwood, along with Tillman, number 14. He comes into the game. And Tillman has the inbound pass. Here he goes down the wing with it, stopping. Guarded over there by Shadle, spinning it out here for McGill. And McGill picks it up over there for that Tillman, or for that Kerstetter rather. This is Tillman, top of the circle. For Ship. Ship goes to the hoop for two. Laid it up a little bit short. Rebound tipped around inside there, and Tillman will have it, but then it's going to be stolen away as Smeltz come out, and then Tillman steals it back. And he'll roll it here for Davis. Jordan Davis on the wing. Underneath for Ship for two. It's good. Well, it was Davis to Kerstetter to Ship. And Todd Ship put that one home. And back with it comes UD now. With 2:15 left here in the ball game. It's 53-27. As the ball's tipped out of there, Todd Ship got a hand on that one. 2:14 left here in the game. 53-27. Nick Huffman back into the ball game for UD. McGill, David McGill, out for Greenwood. 55 in there, and timeout's going to be called by the coach of Greenwood. 2:08's all that remains in this one. 27-53, 53-27, Greenwood. Play back in as Tillman takes it down on the wing over here for Ship. Ship back out here for Tillman. Number 55, Hansen in the ball game. Eric Hansen, 55 for Greenwood. As Tillman having a little trouble out here with Brett Shadle, but Tillman still carrying inside to Hansen for two. His shot wouldn't go. He gets another try, blocked away. Recovered in there by Ship. Back out here for Tillman. Was a ball stolen away by Lentz, and then the ball's going to go out of bounds as Ryan stole it, but did not have control of it, and out of bounds it goes. With 1:39 left here in the ball game. Tillman will inbound the ball for Greenwood. For Ship. Ship here for Hansen, and then he'll swing it back here for Tillman. Tillman taking it across the top. This is Kerstetter. Hansen with it. Hansen here for Ship. Inside they go with a shot by the other McGill. And he'll push it back out here for Ship. 1:10 left in the ball game. Shot from over there by that Hansen wouldn't go, and then out of bounds it goes. It'll be UD ball. So UD now with Shadle with the ball. Shadle throws it over in the wing over there for Nick Huffman. Nick will drop it back. We're inside of a minute to play. Boyer with it. Boyer's got it back. Shot from outside for three, just off the mark. Rebounded inside there to Nick Huffman. Nick's turnaround jumper wouldn't go. And on the rebound, it's going to be controlled in there by McClendon, number 30. Tillman spinning it down on the wing over there for the other McGill. There's Hansen with it. Hansen's fouled as Nick Huffman will reach in and pick up a personal foul, stopping the clock with 28 seconds left here in the ball game. And it will be Matt McGill inbounding the ball for Greenwood, but the ball is tapped away on the inbounds pass, picked up over here by Smeltz. Smeltz into the wing. It goes here for Shadle. Shadle gets a shot underneath. Here's Huffman, and Nick is grabbed, and referee goes, hey, 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 as he was held inside there, and we have a foul called on Greenwood. And that was on that Matt McGill, his first. Okay, so Shadle inbounds it over here for Smeltz. Smeltz for three. Nope, not that time. Rebounded underneath there, however, and put up and in good by Boyer, I think it was, number 14. Or Shadle, no, Boyer rather. Yeah, Boyer. There's a ball tapped loose over there with 4 seconds left in this game. And I'll tell you, it's amazing now as the Trojans, I don't think, expected a game like this, that's for sure. And with 4 seconds left, they will inbound the ball here for Davis, and Davis will just loop it back there, and that's going to do it as the game comes to an end. So not a pretty game tonight here at UDA as the Trojans lose this one by a big score of 53-29, and it's pretty hard to tell why. Not sure what happened to these ball clubs. Did the Trojans get that weaker, or have the Greenwood Wildcats gotten that stronger? I'm not sure. Tell you a thing I'm going to have to complain about here now for posterity's sake is why they take the score off so quickly here. Gosh, you can hardly get the camera up there after the game, and I can't imagine those bulbs cost that much. I'll check that out with Mr. Weaver. So anyhow, that'll do it, though, as the game comes to an end, and we'll see you later. The Greenwood Wildcats coming away with this one, go 4-0, I believe, in the second half, and UDA now either 3-2 or 2-2, I'm not sure. At any rate, we'll be back on Friday night with another UDA basketball game, and I'm not sure who the opposition will be, but whoever it is, we'll see you then. Good night from UDA.